Recently, the BET Awards were just passed, and a lot of people have came out complaining and condemning the BET Awards as a award show of just straight ratchetness and degeneracy. I remember when the BET Awards first came out, and it was something elegant. People came out there in their best gowns, their best tuxedos. It was just something nice. And what you're seeing today, it's a result of something. I want you to listen to what this sister has to say, and let's just follow it up.
I don't know, y'all, if it's just me, and I might get a lot of backlash for saying this, but I just feel like the BET Awards have now become this promotion of degeneracy on the Black community. Like, if I'm being honest, like back in the day when I was growing up, the BET Awards used to be a celebration of like Black excellence and Black artistry and Black creativity. And they would even have people who would talk about programs that were winning humanitarian awards for having programs in the Black community, putting young Black men in schools and teaching them how to be men, and putting young Black girls in different programs that would help our community. And now I didn't even get to watch the BET last night. I saw clips on TikTok, and it's just like, I'm glad I didn't watch it. Used to back in the day, they would dress up and they would put gowns on and put their best suits on. It was a celebration of Black excellence at one point. And it's just like, now it's just been degeneracy. It's just degenerate stuff now. It's like Black culture is like this stereotypical idea, like the stereotypical preconceived notion that a lot of white people have towards Black people.
Now, Viacom had bought BET back in 2001 for the sum of $3 billion. So since 2001, Black entertainment television has been owned by the folks. And when this sister said that it was a stereotypical caricature of what white people like to see of Black people, they own it. So they can promote the most ratchet things they want, the most degenerate things they want. I remember growing up when BET was owned by Bob Johnson, a Black man, and the programming was so much better. You didn't see that ratchetness on BET like that. You saw shows like Video Soul, your Christian, you had Bobby Jones Gospel. They played reruns of classic Black shows. They had BET News. And do you know that BET News is actually one of the programs I watched that made me intrigued with news? Because when I was a kid, when I saw Sister Jackie Reed doing the news on BET News, I used to love watching it as a kid because, they would take the same stories that the local and national media would cover. But when she covered it, it was I understood it better. It came from our perspective. And I said, you know what? I would maybe one day I could do something like that. There you go, right? But if it wouldn't be for BET, I wouldn't have no inspiration to even do news, right? And then you had things like Caribbean jams and Caribbean rhythms with Rachel. Now, anybody remember Rachel back in the day, right? If you know, you know. You had Rachel. Then you had later you had Rap City and all these things that came out. Later you had Cedar's World and all the different things that you had all back in the day with BET. You know what I'm saying? You had 106 in Park. You had so many classic, shows on Black entertainment television. And to see where BET is at today, it's BET in name, but it is clearly BET with a white supremacist spin on it. You may say, oh, well, they still put on Black shows on BET. They look at all the Tyler Perry shows and all of that. BET is not going to do nothing that's going to uplift empowerment. They're not. They're not going to clean up the BET Awards. It don't matter if they put a Black person as a CEO, the folks control it. That's why it's very, very important for me here to keep everything Black owned, period. That's where it's going to stay. I'd rather get rid of this before I turn it over to the folks. I said that. It don't matter what dire straits I'm in. We're going to have to figure something out, but we're not turning nothing over to these folks. Ruin the legacy that we have built here in our company. We're not doing that because we know from the BET situation, all they're going to do is turn into some old plantation jubilee crap. The clips that's out there of all the women gyrating, Sexy Red being her and doing the crap she do. And for that sis to say, well, I know this is controversial. This is how much we have descended in this country, that it's controversial to say you don't like degenerate behavior. I did a video on our the Phillip Scott show channel, and we talk about relationships and different things in that area, right? And one woman said, I'm not trying to be hateful and controversial, because she was talking about she didn't want to date men that chase other men. She wanted a man that only loved women. And to say that's controversial lets you know how wicked society has become. And I just can't even get down with this society whatsoever. Now, I don't watch the BET Awards, haven't watched it in years. I have seen some of the shows on the BET streaming because it comes with my Amazon membership. But outside of that, no. It's just not it. If Black Americans want to make a change with that, then just say, hey, I'm not watching the BET. I'm not going to be a part of anything they got going on. And that's it. Listen, we have to go to war against this doggone degeneracy and ratchetness in our community. And I know there's a section of black folks who say, well, that's respectability politics. Them people ain't gonna treat us better if we were more respectful. It don't matter about what they gonna do. Who cares about what they gonna do? The fact is, we gotta let the world know that is not us. That's not who we are. We don't accept that. And that's it. Because I told y'all before, they don't platform the white equivalent of Sexy Red. They make sure to platform Taylor Swift. You understand what I'm saying? They got the white Sexy Reds all through there, and way more than Sexy Red, even worse than what she is. We as Black Americans got to make sure to control our image, because like the old Canon commercial, image is everything. It is. And I'm starting to see more and more women, condemning people like Sexy Red and even Lotto and all the ones like that, because it's ridiculous. If you look at the stock of women that was out there, like a Gladys Knight, or you look at someone like Patti LaBelle, respectable women who will dress modestly, and all you can do is respect them, even if you see them to this day. You know what I'm saying? And, this system loves to put up people that's degenerate like that, because they don't want to protect black women. And when you put up an image like that of black women, then they say, oh, well, they're not worth protecting because they're all ratchet anyway. It's all done to try to make sure that you're not protected. Same thing with black men. Put up the most degenerate black men instead of black men who are about something. The majority of black men aren't degenerate. They're not. The majority of black men are good men. The majority of black women are good women. They are. But this system always wants to keep somebody up there to bring into the conscience of definitely their community and others that, hey, black people aren't worth anything. Black people aren't worth protecting. Look at black culture. Look how degenerate it is. You know what I'm saying? These images are going before the world. And that's why you got people saying, oh, black culture is just so degenerate, and black culture this, black culture that. And that's not black culture. That is a platform that white supremacists in Viacom create to keep a negative image of Black America going. Because in Black America, yes, we got ratchet people, but we don't want to platform that. We don't platform ratchetness. Look at what I do here. Do you see me platforming people on, let me see, the serious type of content? Would I platform the kind of people? No. Now, on the entertainment side, hey, people have a conversation. We're more open on the entertainment side. But when on the entertainment wing, that's entertainment. That's not nothing serious. They'll sit up here and have somebody like Sexy Red talking about some important issue. Like, nobody gonna take her seriously. Like, please. But we have to go reclaim our image back. And the way we reclaim our image back is owning our own media platforms. And when we have our media platforms, making sure we show the right image. It's just that simple. Until we do that, these people are always going to show us in a negative light. Now, in the meantime, we can look at the BET Awards as trash and just don't watch it. If you delegitimize it, then it's not going to do very well. And then they have to go back to the drawing board. So Black America should never watch that program for no reason at all, because it's extremely disrespectful.